Konnichiwa minasan. Welcome to my channel, Eric's Nihongo Lessons. In this lesson, we conjugate the irregular verb iku, to go, in 100 different ways, in conjugations very common in everyday Japanese and that we've covered in past lessons. This is part 2 of 4 parts, covering conjugations 27 to 50. Yoroshii desu ka? Hajimemashou. From lessons 35 to 110, we learned over 100 kinds of various verb conjugations that allow you to express one verb into many different ways. And this lesson summarizes most of them by focusing on just one verb. Here, we conjugate the irregular verb iku, which means to go. Besides the dictionary form iku, we also use its te form, itte, conjunctive form, iki, the plain negative non-past form, ikanai, as well as the plain past form, itta. At this point, I assume you've mastered how to make these forms, but if not, you can review how to in lesson 30. In this lesson, we continue with conjugations 27 to 50 and give a sample sentence of each. The conjugations covered in this video are to sometimes do, giving suggestions and advice, expressing ability, the different expressions of while, the different expressions of when, expressing conditionals if or when, must, the more the better, and to do too much. To donate any amount so we can make more free videos like this, use PayPal, Eric's Nihongo Lessons, or to book private lessons whether group or class via Zoom, get in touch with me at ericsnihongolessons@gmail.com. 27番 Occasional Occurrence. Formula ることがある ることがある Lesson 55. Sometimes go 行くことがある行くことがある I sometimes go to work by bus. 私はバスで仕事に行くことがある。私はバスで仕事に行くことがある。28番 Advice and Suggestion. た方がいい。た方がいい。Lesson 56. It's better to go. 行った方がいい。行った方がいい。It's better to go by car because it's faster. もっと早いので車で行った方がいいです。もっと早いので車で行った方がいいです。29番 Still on advice and suggestion. It's better not to. ない方がいい。ない方がいい。Still in lesson 56. It's better not to go. 行かない方がいい。行かない方がいい。It's going to rain, so it's better not to go to the beach. 雨が降るから海岸に行かない方がいいです。雨が降るから海岸に行かない方がいいです。30番 Ability Long Version. ることができる。ることができる。Lesson 57. Can go. 行くことができる。行くことができる。Since I live in Tokyo, I can go to Shibuya anytime. 東京に住んでいるからいつでも渋谷に行くことができる。東京に住んでいるからいつでも渋谷に行くことができる。31番 Ability Shortcut. 行く becomes 行ける。行ける Lesson 57. Can go. Shortcut. 行ける。行ける In same sentence. Since I live in Tokyo, I can go to Shibuya anytime. 東京に住んでいるからいつでも渋谷に行ける。東京に住んでいるからいつでも渋谷に行ける。32番 While. And this is the while that we use when one person does two actions simultaneously. Formula is conjunctive form of the verb plus nagara. Nagara. Lesson 58. While having gone. ikinagara, ikinagara. He did not go to Asakusa Temple while he was in Tokyo, while having gone there. 彼は東京に行きながら浅草神社に行かなかった。彼は東京に行きながら浅草神社に行かなかった。33番 while referring to being in a particular state. たまま、たまま Lesson 59. While having gone, 行ったまま、行ったまま. Her husband went out to sea and had not come back. 彼女のご主人が海に行ったまま戻ってこなかった。彼女のご主人が海に行ったまま戻ってこなかった。34番 which is the opposite of 33番 while in a state of not doing. ないまま、ないまま still on lesson 59. While in a state of not having gone. 行かないまま、行かないまま. He receives treatment online without going to the doctor. 彼は医者さんに行かないまま治療を受けている。彼は医者さんに行かないまま治療を受けている。35番 still on while doing, and this is the while where two simultaneous actions are done by different people. Formula is ている間 or ている間に Lesson 60. While having gone 行っている間 or 行っている間に While we were in Japan, having gone there, we repaired the customers' machines. 日本に行っている間にお客さんの機械を修理した。日本に行っている間にお客さんの機械を修理した。36番 before someone does or while not doing. ないうちに、ない、うちに still in lesson 60. While not going yet. 行かないうちに、行かないうちに. Please learn Japanese while you're not going to Japan yet. 日本に行かないうちに日本語を勉強してください。日本に行かないうちに日本語を勉強してください。37番 when just before doing. るとき、るとき Lesson 61. Just before going. 行くとき、行くとき Right before I go to Japan, I'll wear this jacket. 日本に行くとき、このジャケットを着る。日本に行くとき、このジャケットを着る。38番 When I'm in the process of doing something. ているとき、ているとき Still in lesson 61. When having gone. 行っているとき、行っているとき When I'm in Japan, having gone there, I'll wear this jacket. 日本に行っているときにこのジャケットを着る。日本に行っているときにこのジャケットを着る。39番 When I just finished doing something. たとき、たとき Lesson 61. Right after going. 行ったとき、行ったとき Right after arriving in Japan, having gone there, I'll wear this jacket. 日本に行ったとき、このジャケットを着る。日本に行ったとき、このジャケットを着る。40番 The first of the conditionals. If, when, doing. ると、ると which we use when our condition has something to do with math, logic, natural phenomena, or rules. Lesson 62b. If or when you go. 行くと、行くと If you go to Japan in April, you can see cherry blossoms. 4月に日本に行くと桜を見ることができる。 4月に日本に行くと桜を見ることができる。41番 The negative version of the previous conjugation. If you don't do. ないと Lesson 62b. If or when you don't go. 行かないと If you don't go to the hospital, you can't receive treatment. 病院に行かないと治療を受けることはできない。病院に行かないと治療を受けることはできない。42番 The second way to conjugate a conditional, if or when you do. たら which is used when the main sentence is a request, volition, or command. Lesson 62c. If or when you go. 行ったら If you go to Tokyo, please watch a kabuki play. 東京に行ったら歌舞伎を見てください。東京に行ったら歌舞伎を見てください。43番 The negative version of たら If you won't do. なかったら Also lesson 62c. If or when you won't go. 行かなかったら If you won't go to the Monday class, go to the Tuesday one. 月曜日の授業に行かなかったら火曜日のに行きなさい。月曜日の授業に行かなかったら火曜日のに行きなさい。44番 The third way to form the conditional is used when the information comes from the speaker. Let me tell you. Formula 行く becomes 行けば Lesson 62d. If or when you go. I'm telling you. 行けば If you go to Japan, you can eat delicious Japanese food, you know. 日本に行けば美味しい和食が食べられるよ。日本に行けば美味しい和食が食べられるよ。45番 Negative version of the ba form. If or when you don't. And the information comes from the speaker, like I'm telling you. ない becomes なければ Also in lesson 62d. If or when you don't go. I'm telling you. 行かなければ If you don't go to the meeting, the section chief will get angry, you know. 会議に行かなければ課長が怒るよ。会議に行かなければ課長が怒るよ。46番 The fourth way to form the conditional. Formula is full conjugation of the verb plus なら which is used when the information in the if-when statement comes from the listener. It's like saying, as you said. Lesson 62e. If or when you go, as you say you will. 行くなら If you will go to university, as you said you will, it's better to study hard. 大学に行くならよく勉強した方がいいです。大学に行くならよく勉強した方がいいです。47番 The negative version of the earlier conjugation. And again the information comes from the listener, like saying, if you said so. Formula ないなら Also in lesson 62e. If or when you won't go. As you say, 行かないなら If you won't go to university, as you said you won't, what about trade school? 大学に行かないなら専門学校はどうですか？大学に行かないなら専門学校はどうですか？48番 The must conjugation. There are over 10 ways to express this as explained in lesson 63. But here we'll use the formula なければならない Must go 行かなければならない We must go to work every day. 私たちは毎日仕事に行かなければなりません。私たちは毎日仕事に行かなければなりません。49番 The more the なんとかなんとか。ばるほど。ばるほど。Lesson 64. The more you go, the more なんとかなんとか。行けば行くほど。行けば行くほど。The more you go to Japanese language school, the more your Japanese gets better. 日本語学校に行けば行くほど日本語が上手になる。日本語学校に行けば行くほど日本語が上手になる。50番 to do too much. Formula is conjunctive form of the verb plus 過ぎる。過ぎる Lesson 65. To go too far or go to extremes. 行き過ぎる。行き過ぎる。In dieting, skipping lunch is going too far. ダイエットには昼食を抜くのは行き過ぎだ。ダイエットには昼食を抜くのは行き過ぎだ。To summarize, in this lesson we demonstrated the use of the following conjugations. Sometimes do, advice, ability, the different ways to express while and when, the 4 conditional conjugations expressing if or when in both the affirmative and negative, the conjugation for must, the more the better, and to do too much. In the next lesson, we will conjugate the same verb using the following conjugations. The giving and receiving of actions. No longer. Tokoro, to denote points in time. Expressing purpose. Decisions. Guessing and probability, and using the pseudo-nouns hazu, wake, noni, and keredomo. If you would like to make a donation, simply click on the PayPal link in the description box, and for a minimum $10 donation, I can send you the list of 100 conjugations in this series with their formulas, or any of the exercise sheets from any of our previous lessons up to lesson 113 via email that I'll personally check and provide feedback on. Thank you for your support. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. If you're serious about becoming fluent in Japanese, it's important to practice daily, learn grammar, and build up vocabulary. My whole course is designed to give you a strong, basic foundation in the Japanese language that you can build solidly upon. So please click like, share, or subscribe and watch the next video in our series. 日本語の勉強に頑張ってください。じゃあまたね。